Roy, can you send score updates to Connor? Roy, can you send score updates to Connor? Cheers. It's so hard not to be critical with the fucking players because they're so young. You can't say anything bad against them. God's sake. Hey? Apologies for anyone having any audio issues with us in this first half. Here's Pierre Moudin. Stumbles into touch. And Rothwell will push on again with this throw-in level with the penalty area. It's currently Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 1. We have 10 minutes of the first half to go. Jarrell Phillip with the opening strike, an emphatic strike it was. And it comes from Bush. Bounces behind the strike force and into the hands of Roscoe. Roscoe. Yerolomu. Controlled by Karaba Mosveni. Curls it to the far flank where Junior Yawley is waiting. Nduna in support. Muzi Nduna tries to play the 1-2. The 2's a little under hit. But there's Archie Corcoran to bring it back for the Reading Greens. Nduna falls back to Pierre Moudin. Ball down the right-hand side. Zach Green intercepts. And out for the throw. The Coventry United just into their own territory. Moudin. Brought enough. Now with Renato Prifty, slips it through for unloved, challenge made. Out for the goal kick. Cavan King in from the side, and the referee has placed it off the outstretched leg of Brian and Love. So Jude O'Connor, the former Spinks man in goal, has yet to make a save so far. His action has really been limited to goal kicks and a couple of catches. United with the throw. Failure to control by Jude Rothwell. 5 yards shy of the halfway line. Here's Muzzy Nduna, now Junior Yawley. Throw to Love, overlapping run being made by Nduna, lunging from behind. Referee didn't like the look of that. Coventry United free kick. At 10 yards down line from the penalty area, right on the touchline on the right side. Launched in by the captain, Ryder Voyle, punch up by O'Connor. He'll be first to the seconds. RG Corcoran's there. Into the defence with Pierre Moodham. United looking to regroup. They've still got possession. Lofts it left for Robin wants Venny to chase. Far too central, and O'Connor will let it drop to the ground and waste some precious seconds before the break. Rothwell will be more than pleased if they can get to half-time 1-0 up, and already O'Connor with the time-wasting tactics. I haven't seen it in the 38th minute of a game before, I must say. But even a point for Rothwell would be absolutely huge for them as they're trying to edge away from Northampton Owen Chennicks, who are in the relegation zone. As I said earlier, Peterborough Northern Star folded earlier this season. There's only one relegation spot this season. Biggleswade seems to have pulled away, so it's between Rothwell and Northampton. As the ball cannons off Renato Prifty after the failed attempt down the right. Attempted run from the number 2, Chris Yerolomu. Equal to everything that has been pushed their way so far, but of course they can see the earlier goal by Jarrell Phillip, and they've got to try and fight back. Here's Muzzy Nduna, racing down the right is Junior Yawley. Shoulder to shoulder with the defender, and it's going to be a throw after the challenge from the side by Zach Allen. Level with the penalty area, taken short. Junior Yawley gets it back. Renato Prifty looks for the delivery, cuts into the area. Renato Prifty, Ronnie Devoyle will swing at it and tipped around the post by Jude O'Connor. Well, if that hit the net, it would certainly rival the strike we saw from Philip earlier in the game. Ryan Devoyle looking for his first Coventry United goal, and that would have been one of the more sensational strikes that we've seen this season. 5 minutes before the break, and Coventry United have definitely woken up now. Devoyle, fresh from that effort, puts it in, and just nodded wide of the mark by Junior Yawley. In fact, no, it was Muzzy Nduna there, sorry. Nduna, fresh from scoring just his second goal of the season last week at God Manchester Rovers. Again, a game that many feel that Coventry United should have won. Nduna nods it down. Riley Devoyle looking to play it through for RG Bales on the left-hand side. Crucial intervention made by Aaron Healy. Healy again. There's no way that Phillip was going to catch that. And Roscoe decides to keep it in rather than let it go for a goal kick. Here's Crover. Under pressure from Philip, goes down the left-hand side and finds Karabo Musveni. Riley DeVoyle. To get it back at the header by Healy is with DeVoyle again, the captain. Crover swings it up the left. So back right came from by Connor Bird. There's DeVoyle. Musveni intercepted just as he received the ball. The chase is on down the right between Crover and Philip, and it's going to be a goal kick. Roscoe will launch it upfield. There he goes. Controlled by Karabo Musveni. Archie Bales looks for in Love. Turns it away. And it's Yorolenu. Crossfield ball, aimless. Collected by Junior Yorley. And now Yorley making a beeline for the box. Looking for Musi and Duna. Can he strike and Duna deflected? Handball claims, referee says no. As O'Connor dives onto it under pressure from Brian and Love. Brother of former Sky Blues striker Peter and Love. Brian is a certified Welling Greens legend. O'Connor down the centre of the park. Philip the target. Held by Crover. Across to Merrick. Rolls it into the area. No one home and Roscoe collects. Roscoe launches up the right-hand side. Junior Cumnewley. Sandwiched between two blue shirts. Coming away with it is Zach Allen. Merrick will chase. Liam Merrick gets there. Taking on Archie Corcoran. Forced into the corner. Where will he go from here? Down line with Green. And Prifty having his shirt pulled there. The referee has surely got to blow the whistle. Yes, he has. He tried to let Prifty get away. But unfortunately, the shirt wasn't going with him. And the referee is going to his pocket for the first time today. It's going to be a yellow card. And there it is, first booking of the match for number 11, Zach Green. Pierre Moonen with the run-up to get United underway for possibly their final move of the first half, and into the area by Musi and Duna, and Love was behind it, and Jude O'Connor dives onto the loose ball. Swung away by the Corinthians keeper. Sent back where it came from by Moodim, and Duna were able to keep that in halfway into Coventry territory. The final 15 seconds or so of normal time. Still Coventry United 1, Rothwell Corinthians, sorry, Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 1, I should say. Bit of wishful thinking there, perhaps. So Rothwell lead by 1-0. They look to consolidate that lead as they head into the half-time break, but it's Musi and Duna come away with it. And Love and muscled by Connor Bird, the centre-back. Philip, the goal-scoring case on that left-hand side. Bounces past Rodwell, that cross, and United should be able to clear. There shouldn't be too much added time. There haven't been any prolonged stoppages, so I'd say 1 minute at most. As Prifty is knocked down from behind. Coventry United free kick taken quickly by Crover. Now Riley DeVoyle, maybe one last chance before the break. DeVoyle's been an outstanding starter for United over the last few weeks. He's been doing his best to push United on. Here's Musi and Duna. Couldn't keep the effort down. DeVoyle making a real impact so far. Setting up the United legend and Duna, who couldn't quite convert his second strike in the last 2 games. In the first minute of added time, I dare say this will be the end of the first half. No, referee's whistle stays silent. And Duna down the left. Well, that is the end of the first half. Referee making me look a bit silly there. We're for 10 seconds before the end of the first half. Half-time score. we're underway for the second half here at Coventry United versus Rothwell Corinthians. Live at the Park Arena, still 1-0 to Rothwell Corinthians as we kick off the second half. No changes for either side. So let's get back in on the action. Ball down the left-hand side. And that's going to be a throw with Simon Wells getting his ugly mug on the CUTV camera again. Dance's reserved for half-time, Simon. It's serious business now. Still feeling us out for a throw. Just with the CUTV camera for Rothwell. 5 yards into enemy territory. Gavin King looking to get Rothwell underway again. There has been a little bit of snow or sleet during half-time. Over the head of Moodim. It's kept in by Unduna. Moodim's header. Karabo Motsveni. Unduna. Philip has stayed down. Sly getting back to his feet. Also pretty trip from behind. Referee says no foul. Yerolamu. As it run away from him, and it's going to be Archie Bales. We're throw in for Coventry United. To Karabo Motsveni, now Bales. Trying to take on Yerolamu one-on-one, didn't work. But Crover was not going to let him beat him. Another throw at 15 yards into United territory for Rothwell. Here's Zach Allen. Runs into touch, Coventry United throw, Bales with his hands on it. Crover. Six is later through that one, just above the head of Brian and Love. Safely back with the keeper, thanks to Chauncey Bush. And handball against Rolly Devoyle in the centre circle, and Devoyle taking the ball with him, allowing United to regroup at the back. Taken short by Liam Merrick, across to Chauncey Bush. Bush, headed by Crover. Devoyle, only as far as Green. Way for a congested Coventry United back line. Riley Devoyle. There's Muzzy and Duna getting up. Junior Yawley. And Duna looking for Brian and Love. Crucial slide made by Gavin King to prevent the run of Brian and Love. And Duna's going to leave it for Junior Yawley. Short, and you want to get it back from Crover. Archie Corcoran lays it left for Bales. Renato Prifty took too long with it, challenging from Aaron Healy. Here comes Rothwell down the right. Run being made by Zach Green. Allen maintains possession. Healy up from the back. Across to Jonte Bush. Challenging on the side by Muslim Dinner. The ball had already gone. Bit of a harsh free kick to give against Coventry United there. And it looks like Real Madrid are out of the Champions League. They're losing 2-0 on aggregate against Paris Saint-Germain. Man City still 0-0 against Sporting. This one, of course, they have a 5-0 aggregate lead. Can double their advantage here with this free kick in from Zach Allen. Roscoe saw it coming all the way. Safe hands from the United number 1. And Duna away. Renato Prifty. And Love will give chase. First to it though is the left back for Rothwell Corinthians. Wants the free kick there, Jonte Bush. Referee says no foul. Prifty hassled and harried all the way and gets the free kick out of it from Liam Merrick. Again, a little soft from the referee. into the area for Karabo Morsveni. Can he find a red shirt in the area? Looking for Muzindunu. Trying to back heel it to Brian and Love. Didn't get the required contact. Here's Archie Bales. Ducks past Yerolomu. And a dive by Healy. Sends it out for a throw on the far side. But it has been all United so far in this second half. They just need a catalyst to keep the move going, and that little link up between midfield and attack. Prifty to Bales. Bales in! Just shy of Musi and Duna. And Duna makes his apologies. Centre circle it goes. Mosveni does enough to bring it back for the red and greens. Karabo Mosveni now. Renato Prifty in the midfield. Darting down the left-hand side against Yerolomu. Great stuff from Prifty. Still going. And Love's in support. Brian and Love. And Duna square. And here is Musi and Duna receives it. Just took a little too long to strike. But United will have the corner. Crucial interception made by Cavan King. And you'd have to bet your mortgage on Nduna scoring there if he had the chance to strike. And he goes towards Nduna at the far post. Will Nduna keep it in? No, he won't, but it's like a final touch off a Rothwell man. So United throw on this near side, right in the corner. And Duna. Archie Corcoran, is he going to go for goal? He'll chip it in, and no one there for Coventry United. Frustrating for Corcoran, frustrating for the Red and Green Army. We'll say hello to AJ Ward, Avisa 44 and George Yerolomu, all tuned in to CUTV tonight. O'Connor bounces over Phillip. Bales can't control. Well, with the advance looking to extend it here with Phillip. He's going to have another crack at it, not with the same success he found with the previous efforts. Played short to Archie Crover at centre-back. Drills it down the centre of the park to Renato Prifty. Diverted out on that far side by Zach Green. Coventry United throw taken quickly by Bales. Here's Brian and Love. Looking for a red shirt, can only find Green. Cushion header by Crover to Devoyle. Now Bales. Devoyle. A midfield battle ensuing at the Butts Park Arena. Here's Karabo Motsveni. Crover drills it over the back line. The chase being made by Junior Yorley, but I don't think Usain Bolt was getting to that one, let alone the young fullback. So Jude O'Connor, former Spinks youngster between the sticks, has had a very quiet afternoon so far. Has made one brilliant save, but apart from that, has could have basically put up a deck chair this evening. And Duna, chip ball onto the head of Connor Bird. Motsveni beaten to it. Here's Zach Green. Across to Jonte Bush. Allen. Slide chance by Nduna, unsuccessful. Allen. Crucial header by Ryderville, who's been everywhere today. And it's been given to the Coventry United free kick within the penalty area. Chris Roscoe sends it down the right. And Love couldn't get to the seconds. The United are not going to give up on this. It's Prifty. Muzzy and Nduna deflected. Cushioned by the gloves of Jude O'Connor. United's first real effort in the second half. Is it a sign of things to come? We do hope so. Pardon me. Corcoran. On the fringe of the penalty area is Pierre Moodim. Crossfield ball only as far as Jonte Bush. And Philip will let that deflected ball go after a throw halfway into United territory. Moodim's header. Corcoran can't clear. It's collected by Rothwell. Yorolamu. Allen. Allen hooks it in. Junior Cumyoli away as far as Bush. Rothwell not going to give up on this one. And Yawley off the back. It's a very frustrating night with Coventry United, unable to do much on the attacking front. That looked like offside against Philip. Referee says no. Jarrell Phillip, free for Rodwell. And Junior Yawley gets there ahead of Rodwell and gets the free kick, but that surely should have been offside against the Rothwell number 9. Is Bales into Rothwell territory. Plays a 1-2 with Prifty. Devoyle loses out in midfield. And now the run being made by Zach Allen down the left-hand side, being trapped by Junior Yawley. Zach Green. Hooked in by Green. Crowe with a crucial header as far as Philip on the edge of the area. Sets up Merrick. Yerolemu. Can he get the ball in from the right? Covered up by Karaba Motsveni, and Motsveni's pressure enough to put Yerolemu off his stride and behind for the goal kick. And the substitution for Coventry United will see the end of Karabo Motsveni's afternoon. And coming on is David Gabihi. It's Karabo Motsveni coming off, number 7. Over Coventry United on the halfway line. Yawley, and sent out ferociously by Jonty Bush. Yawley just suck in. Here's Nduna. Dispossessed by Bush. Into the centre of the circle it goes, but collected by Archie Bales for the running Greens. Lofted ball, making the run down the left-hand side is David Gabihi. Can he keep it in? Good trickery, but only takes it out for the goal kick. Only works if he can pull it off. So after an hour's play here at the Hutts Park Arena remains Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 1. O'Connor. Headed by Yawley, sent high into the sky by Merrick. Who can bring it down? It's Jonty Bush for Rothwell. Green. Allen's free. Zach Allen, can he get the shot away? Trying to flick it past Yawley. Bush is there. In by Bush. Phillip brings it down. Rothwell does enough. Block made by Prifty. There's Rothwell looking for a route through. And Brian and Love from the side. Free kick, too forceful from Brian and Love on Cavan King. So about 10 yards in from the halfway line on the left-hand side. Jonty Bush for Rothwell Corinthians. A bit too central as Roscoe punches it. There was a Rothwell player in there. He had to be sure. But Renato Prifty collects in the midfield. Devoyle. The run being made down the right side by Muslim doing a great first touch, but even better defending by Jonty Bush to slide in there for the throw. Quick throw taken by Yawley. Here's Nduna wrestling with the number 8 in Liam Merrick. And fired out by Cavan King, level with the penalty area. Now United are in business. Thrown to Corcoran. Gets it back from Prifty. Junior Yawley. And Yawley cuts in. Junior Yawley, can he find a red shirt? Hand by Jude O'Connor prevents it from possibly reaching David Gabihi at the far post. And now the counter on with Liam Merrick. Looking to square and mood him. Only returns it to Merrick. Cavan Bird. So Cavan King, I should say, headed away. Devoyle. Only as far as King. United struggling at the moment. Healy. First time effort. Brilliant save by Roscoe to prevent Allen from making it 2-0. Flick on by Nduna. Couldn't find Brian and Lobb, but the seconds will fall to Renato Prifty. The overlap by Gabihi wasn't met. Back with Crover at centre-back for Coventry United. No one making the run down the left. Throw in, level with the area for Rothwell. That's with Zach Green. Diverted out for a Coventry United throw. Devoyle. Returns to Bales. Now it's with Archie Crover. Bales Bales again. There's acres of space on the right-hand side for Muzzy Nduna. Nduna controls, is swiftly closed down, but he can work it here. Muzzy Nduna looking to square for Brian and Love, diverted away in the nick of time by Connor Bird. That little bit of experience paying off for Rothwell at the moment. But Crover takes it around Zach Allen beautifully. Corcoran. And a challenge from behind on Junior Yorley by Liam Merrick. Free kick just over the halfway line for Coventry United. Well, for United on the bench, they still have Tyler Donaldson, James Dunn, Alex Pearson and Aaron Hardy. In terms of attacking options, they have Dunn and Pearson are probably the best options. Well, for Rothwell, they have Owen Wells, Joe Wright, Ben Eldred, Dom Page and Luca Miller. Coming up to the halfway point of the second half. Can United push on and try and get something from this game? Junior Yorley goes down in the area rather softly. Referee says nothing doing. Cleared as far as about 10 yards shy of the halfway line. Moodin will take onto his old mate Muzzy Nduna. Here's Crover. Chips it left. Run being made by David Gabihi. He was just a yard or two behind the goal kick for Rothwell Corinthians. O'Connor drifts to the right. Prifty. That's with Jude Rodwell. And an aimless ball to the right-hand side. Coventry United with the throw. Taken quickly with a second match ball by Archie Bales. Great ingenuity for Coventry United. Prifty. Now will they give it Gabihi. Gabihi deflected. And it's off a Coventry United player. Goal kick. Gabihi not thinking twice. Having to go from range. Remember to hit the like button if you are enjoying today's coverage here on CUTV. O'Connor drifts to the left-hand side and Duna lets it go. And that's going to be a United ball as it bounces off the head of Zach Allen. Remember, the next time United in action this coming Saturday against Lutterworth Town. That's sure to be a feisty one. 3 o'clock kickoff. Coverage live here on CUTV. And Love. Amunduna. Renato Prifty. Archie Corker in the centre, lobs it left. Here's Archie Bales. Sift past Muzzy Nduna. I don't think he was expecting it, but Brian Lobb nearly caught it in the centre of the penalty area. But just in time, it's Aaron Heedy playing it across for a throw. And level with the area. Here come United with Junior Yorley. And Lobb being held. Trying to create some space. Archie Corcoran squares. Prifty. Can United work this and try and craft an equaliser? Renato Prifty. Corcoran free. Archie Corcoran. United have got to have a shot here. And Corcoran just took it too close to the defender. The ball through the midfield. Intercepted by Bales. The big issue that United are having in the second half, they're not having a go when they have the chance. Even if it's from 20, 30 yards, have a go. Gabihi. Now Bales. Challenging from behind, Coventry United throw in. Yerolamu with the final touch. Here's Nduna. Gabihi. Just next to Brian and Love. Rolls past the veteran striker. A couple of inches to the left and Love would have been in business. 20 minutes to go until the final whistle here on CUTV. Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 1. This will be a huge victory for the Corinthians, leaving them 7 points in front of the relegation zone. Jude O'Connor off that of Corcoran. And Love trying to see it out. He didn't see it out of play, but the ball in from the left by Bush curled into the area for Chris Roscoe. That's going to be a throw-in for Rothwell, about 10 yards shy of the halfway line. No changes made for the away side as of yet. Back with Jude O'Connor. O'Connor down the left. Pierre Moodim's header. A midfield battle ensuing. Who got the final touch on that? Moodim sent it out off Jarrell Phillip, whose goal is currently the difference between the two sides. They have got the throw of Coventry United halfway into their own territory. Ivor Lawton directing traffic on the far side. And the only member of the coaching staff here today, they have, of course, got Dan White, the physio. Ivor Lawton having to do it on his own. You have to give a lot of credit to Ivor, who's put everything into this Coventry United team over the last few months. Bosch. Bales on the volley. Healy collects. Chris Yorolomu. Bales charges it down. Can't find a red shirt. Healy. But Moodham's got to play at home. Surely he does. Roscoe's had to play. He's got to change his shorts because of the blue shorts of the away side. And this could be goal number 2, and it is in off the post. Jude Rothwell has surely sewed up the points for Rothwell Corinthians, and that could seal their safety. A win tonight would see a 7-point gap to Northampton Owen Challenge. You would have to think that would be enough to secure Rothwell's Step 5 status for next year. Rothwell, Roscoe helpless as it went in off the post. Rothwell won't care. Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 2. Brian and Love for Coventry United as we enter the final 16 minutes of normal time. And the run is on down the right for Allen. Could get even worse for Coventry United here. It wasn't a great defending at the back by Pierre Moodim. Prifty surging through the back line for Coventry United. There's space on the right for Artie Corcoran. Vital header behind by Connor Bird. Unduna was there at the far post. Gabihi too. Who knows what would have happened if it wasn't nodded out. Taken short to Riley Devoyle. Now Prifty. Return to Devoyle. Devoyle has a go. Carries off the back of Bird. It's about the best that you know to muscle in this second half. Archie Bales with a great side chance to prevent the run of Allen. Allen. Merrick. United keeping Rothwell at bay at the moment. A goal either side of half-time, enough for the relegation struggles at the moment. Here's Roy Defoyle intercepting that cross from Johnny Bush. And love challenge from behind by Gavin King. Muzzy Nduna. Trying to wrestle through, and the referee has given the free kick as Bush rustled into the ground. The linesman gave the throw, but he's been overruled by the official. Yawley. Muzzy Nduna returns to Junior Yawley. Can he find an option in the area? No one really making themselves available. Here's Nduna. Archie Bales. Diverted out for the throw by Gavin King. Prifty. Bales. Back to Prifty. Renato Prifty for Coventry United. Surrounded by blue shirts. He couldn't do it all on his own. And now racing down the right, Jarrell Phillip. Looking to square. Brilliant work from Coventry United's Archie Corcoran. It would have been easy picking, surely, for Jude Rodwell. Well, Pierre moved him down with an injury. United may well have to make another change here. In terms of defensive substitutions, they can easily bring on Tyler Donaldson or perhaps Aaron Ardy. And there's also an injury for Rothwell Corinthians. Jonte Bush down in the centre circle. So a delay at the moment. It looks like there's going to be another Coventry United change here as Ivor Lawton having a quick word with, that looks like Aaron Addy to me. So Aaron Addy could be about to come on for Pierre Moodham. Of course, Moodham is primarily a right back, but can play pretty much anywhere across the back line. Dan White giving him a bit of help here, but I'm not sure that Pierre is going to be able to continue. And Archie Crover is telling Ivor Lawson that Pierre does need to go off. Pierre, a Coventry United legend, he's being helped off here by Dan White and Archie Crover. A real shame for Coventry United, and it is going to be Aaron Addy coming on. Well, good news for Rothwell. It looks like Jonte Bush is able to continue into the final 11 minutes of normal time. Remember, the next time we're coming out here on CUTV is this coming Saturday at home to Lutterworth Town. Lutterworth's hopes of pushing on towards the top two have long since been extinguished. It will be Harborough and Hinckley going up. There's no doubt about that now. Hinckley currently in second. They are 15 points above the third place side. So it's pretty certain that it is going to be those two teams going up. Slide on Prifty. He's giving us a free kick. And United wanted to take it quickly, but it's been pulled back as the ball was moving. Doing the target, nodded away. The run by Yawley couldn't be matched on this near side. Jonty Bush. Delivered away by Roy DeVoyle. Yawley. Museum Duna for Coventry United. Now Brian and Love. And Love. Across to Crover. Here's Renato Prifty. Chips it in. Prifty couldn't quite reach it. Into the last 10 minutes. Here at the Butts Park Arena. Still Coventry United 0. Rothwell Corinthians 2. Goals either side of hard time from Phillip and Allen. Capping off a... Well, there hasn't been a comfortable on the pitch. It's been comfortable on the scoreline for Rothwell. Merrick. Yawley. United throw. Yawley. Here's Roy DeVoyle. Yawley down the right. And Love, one of the free kicks, not going to get it. Rolly DeVoyle. Crossfield to Muzzy and Duna. And Duna. Crover's there. Launches it left to Bales. And nodded out for the corner. Yorolamu not taking the chance. Got in by DeVoyle. He's in there. Pushed up by O'Connor onto the roof of the net. But foul given against the goalkeeper. O'Connor hasn't been the busiest of goalkeepers today, but what he's had to do, he's done well. Again against Coventry United there, a bit of argy-bargy in the midfield. Chip ball in by Healy. Just looking to clear here. Third goal would really rub salt into the wounds. Rothwell keeping it in the corner on the far side. We're about to enter the last 5 minutes of normal time. I think there's going to be a change here for Rothwell coming up, and that's out for a corner for Rothwell. In from the right. Love's header. Far from out of danger. Gabihi. Phillips in there. Still chance for a cross. Gabihi can't quite get the distance. Bounces through the penalty area. Goal kick despite the claims of the Rothwell striker. Away by Roscoe. 5 minutes to go here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 2. It may have been a third if the ball for Phillip wasn't bouncing across him. And Duna. Muscled in the midfield. There has been a change for Rothwell Corinthians as number 12, Owen Wells, has been brought on. I'm not totally sure what Zach Allen was trying to do there. Trying to put it out for a goal kick, but it's actually gone out for a throw. DeVoyle. And Love looking for it. Owen Wells. Look, it's Jonte Bush who's gone off in a straight swap for Rothwell, and Philip goes down under the challenge of Tyler Donaldson, who's also come on for Coventry. I must have missed that. Did you see that? No, me neither. There's 3 changes. No one saw it. So Donaldson's come on for, if we can have a look, it's well, of course, it's Pierre Moody who went off, of course. Goes in, and Philip actually turns it away from the goal. Diving header, and the United man caught in the head. There was Archie Bales, and the rough woman's put it into the net. It's not going to count. 3 minutes of normal time to go. I think, I want to put this one behind them. A poor outing for the Red and Greens. The performances have been there in recent weeks, but this just hasn't been their night. And a free kick against Junior Yawley there, barging into the Rothwell back line. Well, it can't be understated what a huge 3 points this is for Rothwell Corinthians. They've now gone from 4 points clear at the foot of the table to 7. This will take them now to 18 points compared to Northampton Chellington 11. And Rothwell have 2 games in hand. It will in fact take them above Biggleswade United, who still have to play Coventry United, of course, in the final game at home this season as Junior Yawley barges down Owen Wells. I think that's a bit of frustration now showing for Coventry United. A frustrating evening all around for the Red and Greens. Remember on Saturday we'll be at home to Lutterworth Town. So the free kick come in from the left-hand side. Taken short. And right into the corner. Well, it would have been if the number 7, Zach Allen, had got it right. It's rolled straight over the line for a Coventry United throw. Yawley to Nduna. Now Tyler Donaldson. Yawley. Now Donaldson. Down line with Junior Yawley. Prifty. Now he's with Corcoran. Yawley. Nduna. Can United craft some hope here? If they can get one here, they may well have an opportunity for a point. DeVoyle on the right-hand side of the area. He's got Junior Yawley with him. Prifty. Down line with Archie Corcoran. Now here is Rolly DeVoyle. The challenge him of Brian and Love over a kick wing for Muzzy and Nduna. Bird only as far as Love. They're struggling to clear here. Here's Archie Corcoran. That's got to be a free kick on the edge of the area. Yes, it has. And with 20 seconds of normal time to go, United have a free kick. Now, this goes in. It could be set for another spectacular finale. This is the sort of time you wanted Josh O'Grady. Unfortunately, he's just signed for Highgate. Well, standing over it Archie Corcoran and Riley DeVoyle. Now, Riley, you're wearing that captain's armband. You get yourself a goal here, you really will be a hero. The camera phones are out. If Riley gets it on, oh, off the bar! They really would have been screaming his name if that one went in. It could have kicked off a spectacular finale, but it looks like this game is going the way of Rothwell. Only one real stoppage in this second half, and we've had nearly a minute of added time. O'Connor with a bit of a skip as he launches that ball away. Owen Wells will race for it. Junior Yawley gets there first. Only as far as Rothwell. And it didn't look like Yawley got a touch on the player or the ball there, but the referee, I think he's going to go to the book. I don't think he made contact with the Rothwell man. Well, it's certainly turned around the Bernabeu. A hat-trick from Karim Benzema has made it Real Madrid 3, PSG 2 on the aggregate. 3-1 on the night. So Real Madrid in line for another historic Champions League win. Launched into the area. And horribly wide by Zach Allen, but he's not going to care because Rothwell pretty much got the win sewed up anyway. Crover and Love's up, forced down from behind. Referee says no foul. Now the referee has to call a hold to players, and Love has gone down with a head injury. We've had 2.5 minutes of added time. This could well be the end of the game, really, if the referee feels like it. So it is going to be a free kick to the Red and Greens. Substitution perhaps for Coventry United. They're going to have to wait. I'm not sure how much time there is to make a substitution. Here's Donaldson. And Love's in there. Crucial header away. If Rothwell can get away, this surely will be the end of the game. Ducking away is Owen Wells. Towards Phillip. Test control by Archie Crover. Could be he couldn't get up. And nodded out on that far side by Healy. Coventry United throw. It's surely too late now for a comeback, but it looks like James Dunn is getting ready. Whether they'll be told or not to bring him on, I don't know. Corcoran. Yawley. Junior Yawley. If I can get one back, that would give the Red and Green Army something to shout about. Great slide by Healy. Kept alive by Archie Bales. Over the top. But that's going to be offside against Junior Yawley. And the end of the game, a well-earned victory for Rothwell Corinthians and a crucial 3 points in their battle against relegation. A 4-point gap to Northampton soon turns to 7 with 2 games in hand. That is surely Rothwell safe now. Coventry United with an underwhelming performance, but this young side still has some growing to do ahead of their big-time match against Lutterworth Town on Saturday. The final score at the Woods Park Arena, Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 2. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm sorry we couldn't quite get the result for you tonight, but thank you very much for being a part of the experience at the Butts Park Arena. We're back on Saturday with live coverage of Coventry United versus Lutterworth Town. Hopefully you can join us then on YouTube. And a massive thank you to the Red and Green Army for giving us everything they could today. Again, final score, Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 2. We'll see you next time here on CUTV.